students. In this video, we can discuss about two stack PDA or two or more stacks with PDA. So first of all, we discuss what is the necessity of two stacks PDA. So already we know while we are constructing our what is meant by PDA. So actually PDA is similar to the finite automata. So that means it can read some input symbol and perform some action. So in this process, push down automata was using some memory. So with the help of that memory, it can able to hold whatever the it can able to hold whatever the states was whatever the input symbols was read by that particular push down automata. So that by using this stack memory, it can performing the several operations. So for that purpose, it was using some stack memory. So by simply push down automata is a finite automata with stack memory. So now while we are going to implement push down automata for several languages, so we are properly we can able to implementing the push down automata for several languages without any problems. So in this process, actually push down automata was properly or efficiently implements two variable variations like as a power n, b power n, either w power r. Such type of variable implementations can be efficiently implemented by the push down automata. But whenever we are going to implement push down automata for two or more variable implementations, at that time we need additional stacks to implement push down automata for such languages. So that means while we are going to implement three variable implementations like a power n, b power n, c power n, at that time default push down automata is not able to implement the language or not able to implement for that particular language. So that is the problem with normal push down automata. So to overcoming from such problem, we are using the two stack PDA. So in this process, for example, we consider the language either a power n, b power n, c power n. So with the help of push down automata, we are not able to implement PDA for that particular language. So but whenever we are constructing push down automata for that particular language with two stacks, so which is possible to implementing the push down automata for that particular language. So why? Because when read number of A's, we can perform the push operation into stack 1. When read number of B's, we perform the push operation into stack 2. And when read number of C's, perform the pop operation from both stacks. So then finally stacks will be balanced or stacks will be empty and current input symbol is end of the input. Then we can say that that particular language or that particular string is accepted by the two stack PDA. So that's why here with the help of two stacks we can able to implement three variable variations. At the same way with the help of three stacks we can able to implement four variable variations in this manner. So but here whatever the problem with two stack PDA or more stacks with PDA means, so here while we are using the more number of stacks, so to allocating the memory at the time of compilation or at the time of execution by compilers, so which was very difficult process. So whenever we are using more number of stacks, it requires additionally more amount of memory while processing either compilation or execution time. So that is the problem with while we are using the more stacks with push down automata. So now we discuss some example problem for how to implement two stack PDA. And before going to discuss about how to implement two stack PDA for any specific language, so now we observe how to representation of two stack PDA. So while we will go for implementing the two stack PDA, so normal representation, that means instantaneous description is not enough to implement or to represent two stack PDA. Why? Because in instantaneous description representation we can't able to differentiate properly while we are going to performing the push operation at stack 1 or stack 2. So such variation is not able to give properly. So to overcoming from such problem, we will use some graphical notation. So that is each and every state is represented with some rhombus or diamond symbol. So this is the symbol for every state representation. So within this state, within this symbol, we can represent what is the name of that particular state. So this state is used for performing the read operation. So that means it can read some input symbol and perform some specific operation, which may be either push operation or maybe either pop operation. So this is the representation of each and every state. And next, while we will go for representing the stack operations like push operation, so that push operation is represented with a rectangle. So within this rectangle we can mention push, and that particular push operation can be performed at stack 1 or stack 2, so that is represented within braces. So stack 1 or stack 2, so that can be represented within braces. After that, which symbol was pushed into the stack. So here we observe how to represent the push operation. Here we represent push of 1, so that means we are performing the push operation in stack 1 or stack 2, anyone. So push of n, so it indicates number of stack or stack number, which may be 1, 2, anything, and whatever the pushed symbol, either A, B, C, anyone, so that is indicated with some X. So this is the process of, this is the way of representing the push operation. At the same way, pop operation is represented with the same as state, but here we can represent whatever the top of the stack, so that is represented at here. So here whatever the input symbol, when we are going to performing the pop operation, when we read either A or B, either 0 or 1, such type of things. So here this pop symbol is labeled with some popped symbol. And next, finally, so this push down automata is either starting with start symbol and ending with either accept or reject. So these are the several notations, graphical notations was used to representing the two stack PDA. So now we consider some example and discuss how to construct two stack PDA for that particular example. So here the question is construct push down automata or construct two stack PDA for the language. So that is A power n, B power n, C power n such that n greater than or equals to 1. So just now we discussed with the help of two stack PDA we can able to efficiently implement three variable variations. So here the given language is also three variable variations. So A was varying n times, B was varying and C was varying. So that means totally three variables are varying. So that's why with the help of two stack PDA we can able to implement push down automata for this language. In case with the that means with the help of single stack PDA we can't able to push down automata for this particular language. So that's why while we will go for implementing the two stack PDA for this language, when read number of A's, perform push operation into stack 1. When read number of B's, perform push operation, and that means push number of B's into stack 2. When read number of C's, then we perform pop operation from both stacks, from stack 1 and stack 2. And finally when read end of the input, then both stacks are empty, then we can say that that particular language or string is accepted by the push down automata or two stack push down automata. So this is the process of implementing the PDA for this particular language A power n, B power n, C power n. So now we observe how to implementing push down automata for this particular language. So just now we discussed push down automata is starting with this particular intimation, either start. After start the PDA, so we are performing the some state. So this state is indicated with R1, that means read 1, or by simply we mention read. So just now to varying one state another state, for that purpose we assume, so this is the state 1, that is R1. So from this state, when read number of A's, we perform the push operation into stack 1. So just now we discussed it. So when read number of A's, perform push operation into stack 1. So that's why from this state, when read A as input, then perform the push operation, and A symbol will be pushed into the stack. Which stack means within braces mention one stack, first stack. So that means when read input A from R1, and that means R1 is the state, from R1 state, then perform push operation into stack 1. Whatever the symbol was pushed into stack, that is A, and then go back to the same state. Again read one more symbol as A, then perform the push operation again into same stack and go back to the same state. So in this manner it can perform number of A's push into the stack 1. So in case after completion of number of A's, immediately either del is the input, that means end of the input, then we perform the pop operation, and top of the stack is del, that means which was accept. Why? Because in which situation here top of the stack will be del, so that means till now we should not perform any push operation, that means the input may be only del. So at that situation this condition will be occur, pop, top of the stack is del, so that's why accept. So that means there was no input string, only empty string del. So from starting symbol R1, from starting state R1, we read del as input and then perform the pop operation. So there was nothing to perform pop operation on stack. So that why, because stack is empty, so that's why it will go to accept. So in the place of this one, which is the empty indication, otherwise we mention either Z1 or Z2, anything. So whatever the empty indication of the stack. So in case when read end of the input as end of the input from R1 and the top of the stack is A, then that particular string or language is not accepted by the PDA. Why? Because when read del as, that means end of the input, then the stack must be empty, then only accept this particular language, otherwise not accept. So that's why here when read del as input, top of the stack is empty, then accept. In case top of the stack is A, then reject. Next, so when read number of S, performing the push operation. So after completion of number of S, in case we read B as input, then perform the push operation into stack 2. So here input symbol is B. Just now we discussed when read number of B's, perform push operation into stack 2. So that's why when read B, perform push operation into stack 2. So here we mention within braces 2. It indicates stack number 2. And which symbol was pushed into stack? B will be pushed into stack, and then go to next state R2, read 2. Next state R2. So why here we are not giving the self to R1 means, in case when read number of A's, perform push operation and go to R1, again A perform push operation and go to R1. So at the same way, in case just assume when read B as input, perform push operation and then go to R1, then what happen? After B, when read A, again perform the push operation. So actually as per given language, after completion of A's and once start the B, then there was no chance to occur the A as input symbol. So that's why we will go to new state R2. From this state, we read any number of V's, perform the push operation into stack 2 and then go to same state. So that's why when read B as input, perform the push operation on stack 2 and then go to the same state. In case third symbol as B, again third B, then same. So in this process, number of B's will be pushed into stack 2 and then go to the same state. So from this, when read del as the end of the input, then we simply says that that particular string is not accepted by the language. That's why reject. So next, so after completion of number of B's push into stack, then we enter the input as C. So that means in case the input symbol is C from state 2 or R2, then we perform the pop operation from both stacks and then go to the some new state. So that's why when read C as input, so whenever we are reading the C as input after completion of number of A's and number of B's, that's why when read C, we perform the pop operation from both stacks. So that's why here we mention pop 1. It indicates perform the pop operation on stack 1. Within braces we mention stack number, stack 1. So in this stack, which symbol will be popped? A will be popped. So that's why here we mention A. From stack 1, we perform the pop operation. So which symbol will be popped from the stack 1? A. So that is mentioned here. And then go to perform the pop operation on stack 2. So that's why here we mention pop of 2. So that is performing the pop operation on stack 2. So from stack 2, which symbol will be popped? B will be popped. That's why here we mention B. And then go to next state R3. From this state, when read number of C's, we perform the pop operation from both states and then go to the same state. So in this manner, when read number of C's, performing the pop operation from both states. So in this process, while we are whenever we are performing the pop operation, in case top of the stack is del, so after completion of popping the A or after popping the B, whenever input is C, so input is C, performing the pop, top of the stack is empty, then we will go it was not accepted, that means it will be rejected. So why? Because here input is C, top of the stack is empty, means so there was number of A's or B's will be less to compare number of C's. That's why. So after completion of performing the all pop operations and then go to the R3. So from here when read C, performing the pop operation and going to go to same state R3. So from R3 when read input as end of the input. So that means whenever we are reading R3 after completion of number of A's push into stack, after completion of number of B's push into stack 2, and after performing pop operation on both stacks, when read number of C's we perform the pop operation from both stacks, then we read del as input, then we perform the pop operation, and top of the stack is empty, then we say that is accept. In case top of the stack is either A or B, then we simply say that reject. So this is the push down automata or two stack PDA for the given language. So now we observe how to performing the simulation or tracing for this particular example, two stack PDA. So from the given language we assume some string, either for example n is greater than or equal to 1, so that's why we assume n value 2. Then whatever the string will be derived from language a power n, b power n, c power n, here n value is 2, so that is a, b, b, c, c. So now we can from this push down automata, what is the initial state? R1 is the initial state, so that's why from R1 we consider that entire input, and here stack 1 end of the stack 1 starting symbol we assume Z1, stack 2 end starting symbol is Z2, so that means stack 1 contains empty stack. Initially stack 1 and stack 2 both are empty, that empty was indicated by Z1 and Z2. So we can intimate any symbol S1, S2, S1 indicates stack 1, S2 indicates stack 2 in this manner. So now I assume Z1 and Z2, Z1 indicates stack 1, Z2 indicates stack 2. So that's why from initial state input is double A, double B, double C, and stack 1 top of the stack 1 contains only Z1, stack 2 contains only Z2, so that means initially both stacks are empty. So now from R1 when read A as input, from R1 when read A as input, then perform push operation into stack 1 and then go to same state. Same thing here we mentioned, push A into stack 1 and go to state 1 or same state. So here what is the state? R1, that is initial state. What is the input symbol? A, and which operation will be performed? Push operation will be performed. So that push operation can perform on which stack means first stack or stack 1. So this is the initial configuration of stack 1. So that is stack 1 initially contains only top of only Z1, that is empty stack. Z1 indicates empty, Z indicates empty, 1 indicates stack 1. So stack 1 is empty initially. After performing push operation, so A will be pushed into the stack. So that's why now the stack contains A, Z1 in this manner. So and then go to same state R1. So that's why R1 and remaining input is A, B, B, C, C. So that's why A, B, B, C, C. So from state R1 input is A. So here from state R1 input is A, then perform push operation into stack 1. A will be pushed into stack and go to the same state R1. So that's why here state is R1, input is A. So which operation will perform? Push operation, and then push operation can perform on which stack? Stack 1, and then go to same state R1. So this is the before performing the stack operation. So now already previously we performed the some push operation into stack 1. So that's why stack contains AZ1. So that is the initial configuration now, AZ1. After performing push operation, the stack is AZ1. So next. So now state is R1 and the remaining input is BBCC, and stack 1 contains AA and stack 2 does not contain any elements. That's why Z2 is empty. So here current state is R1, current input is B. So when read R1, so when we are in R1 state and input is B, then what will happen? So from R1 input is B, then perform push operation. So that push operation can perform in stack 2. So which symbol can be pushed into stack? B, and then go to R2. So that's why. So that's why when R1 when input is B and top of the stack is empty, Z2, stack 2. So that's why we perform the push operation on stack 2 and go to R2 state. So initial current state is R1, input is B. We are performing the push operation on stack 2. So that's why initial configuration of stack 2 is empty stack. That's why that is only Z2. So now we are performing the push operation into stack 2. So B will be pushed into stack. That's why after performing the push operation, stack configuration is this one, B Z2. So now going to the state R2. So that's why now current state is R2 and current input is B, and we perform push operation and then go to same state, and this push operation can perform on stack 2. So that's why now we perform push operation on stack 2 and go to R2 same state. So here before performing the push operation, what is the configuration of stack 2? So B Z2. So that's why here we mention B Z2. So now we push B into the stack. So that's why after performing the push operation, the stack is B Z2. So now we are in current state is R2 and remaining input is CC. So now as per our push down automata, from R2 input is C, then perform pop operation from stack 1, pop operation from stack 2 and go to R3. So that's why. So here this is the stack 1 configuration and this is the stack 2 configuration. So currently we are at state R2, input is C. We are performing the pop operation on both stacks. So that's why what is the initial before performing the pop operation at stack 2. So this is the configuration. So now stack 1 contains AA. So AA Z1. So from this we are performing the pop. So that means top of the stack is A. This A will be popped from the stack 1. Then remaining is A Z1. At the same way stack 2 contains BB Z2. So Z2 indicates just starting of the stack 2. So here top of the stack will be popped from the stack 2. So that means B will be popped from the stack. Then remaining is BZ2. So this is the after performing pop operation on stack 2. So this is the configuration. After performing pop operation at stack 1. So this is the configuration AZ1. So that's why now and then go to the next state as R3. So that's why go to R3. Remaining input is C and remaining symbols in stack 1 is AZ1, in stack 2 is BZ2. So that's why we mention AZ1, BZ2. So as per our PDA, when read C input symbol from R3. So input is C, state is R3. So from R3, when read C as input, what will happen? Performing the two pop operation. That is pop operation on stack 1, pop operation on stack 2 and then go to same state. So that's why from R3 when read input as C, then perform pop operation on both stacks and go to same state. So that's why this is the stack 1 configuration before performing the pop operation. So it contains A. So now top of the stack is A, this stack 1 is A, this A will be popped from the stack, then remaining is only Z1. At the same way top of the stack 2 is B. After performing the pop operation, this B will be popped from the stack, that means remaining is only Z2. So and then go to same state R3. So now R3, so there was no input, that means empty, and the top of the stack is empty. So that's why it will go to accept. So from R3, input is end of the input and we perform the pop operation and the top of the stack is empty. So that means Z1. So that's why accept. In case top of the stack contains either A or B, then it will be reject. So finally the string was accepted by the PDA, two stack PDA. So this is the process of simulation. And one more concept is what are the drawbacks with two stack PDA or more stacks with PDA. So whenever we are using the more number of stacks, we can able to implement the more number of variable variations. For example, we are using 3 stacks, then we can able to implement A power n, B power n, C power n, D power n. In case 4 stacks, then A power n, B power n, C power n, D power n, E power n also we can able to implement with the help of PDA. But the major drawback with push down automata, when we are using more stacks, the drawback is it requires more amount of memory. So this more amount of memory cannot able to implement, cannot able to provided by the compilers at runtime. So that is the problem. So that's why we are skipping either 2 stacks or more stacks with PDA. So whenever we are not able to implement more variable variations with PDA, then we will go for Turing machine. So these are the details about what is meant by two stack PDA and what are the several advantages and disadvantages. Thank you.